We have a new gameplay trailer for Android 18. Check it out. I'll return with my commentary after this.
いいわ。今度は僕にやらせてもらう。行くよ。じゃあね。バイ。バンダイナムコ。
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for hanging out with me today. This is Astronaut, and we just saw the brand new gameplay trailer for Android 18. She has been included in the regular roster for Dragon Ball FighterZ, and that is really exciting news. I have suspected that Android 17 and 18 would play as a team because I have seen screenshots and read articles, but this trailer confirms that completely. And to be honest, I am more of an Android 17 fan. I liked his style and his attitude, but from the articles that I kept reading, signs were pointing to the fact that he would not be included as an individual character. And this trailer also confirms that by displaying how he's only available in a limited capacity alongside Android 18 for special attacks and combos. But I totally understand why Bandai opted to focus on Android 18 over Android 17. Looking back at the Cell Saga, Android 18 was given a role within the storyline that set her apart from 17 in a major way. She was able to evolve through the saga. She was given qualities that were altogether different from her cold and menacing brother. The romance between her and Krillin made her appear a tad bit more human. It also linked her to another storyline that was outside of the regular quote-unquote Android Saga storyline. Seeing her relationship with Krillin develop added more dimension to her character, which I believe led to more of a connection amongst fans. She was also involved in the most critical moment of battle between Cell and Gohan. By Cell vomiting her up after absorbing her, for those of you who may not be a follower of the Cell Saga and DBZ, this was the key turning point in the battle with Gohan, as Cell had lost his perfect form forever. Also, another character trailer was released earlier this month for Android 16. I could definitely see Android 16 joining the fight because of his sheer strength and size. Like Android 18, he too was given his own subplot aside from the main storyline of the androids. Unlike Android 17 and 18, Android 16 was a peaceful android and believed in peace and coexisting with nature and birds and humans as well. I don't recall if this may have been due to a defect in his programming or if he was naturally like this. Perhaps some Dragon Ball Z fans can help me out in the comment section, but I do remember him being a gentle giant who only fought as a means of protecting the ones he loved. It was unfortunate that he was killed before we could have seen what would have developed from him and how he would have impacted the other characters. He clearly had touched Gohan so deeply that his destruction is what triggered Gohan to reach Super Saiyan 2. I did not include his trailer in this video, but I did include a link to it in the description box below. And now, to move on to other Bandai Namco news. Unfortunately guys, as of now there is no further information about the open beta. I have been keeping an eye out across gaming articles for the start date for the beta, but Bandai Namco has not released any further details. Right now, all we know is that if you pre-order a copy of the game digitally through either the online Xbox or PlayStation stores, then you will be qualified to participate in the open beta when it arrives. Next up, I would like to discuss a Nintendo Switch version of Dragon Ball FighterZ in the works, according to a certain report. Now, just as a disclaimer, I obtained this article from comicbook.com, who in turn chose to rely on a Reddit leak for the basis of their article. Please keep that in mind and know that the following information could be inaccurate and possibly completely untrue. But I would like to read you the article so that you can be totally aware of the current leaks and rumors. The article goes on to say, Nintendo Switch version of Dragon Ball FighterZ in the works according to a report. With a game like the upcoming Dragon Ball FighterZ, it would only make sense that the Nintendo Switch would be a good home for it. With the unique Joy-Con controls, graphic capability, and the portability of the hybrid console, many Switch owners were disappointed to find out that there were no plans to release the latest fighter on this platform. According to a new leak though, that disappointment will be short-lived because the latest Dragon Ball game is set to be one of the titles getting the Switch port treatment. The leak comes from one Reddit user who has been more than a credible resource in the past. His latest wave of information includes some Bandai Namco action and what the future Dragon Ball FighterZ entails. In addition to new characters being added, a Nintendo Switch port is quote-unquote in the works and slated for 2018 release. According to this Reddit user, there is a Switch port in the works. Unreal Engine 4's UE 4.15 is Switch friendly, so that may explain why the Switch port is coming later. I do not know what Unreal Engine 4 version is used for the others. The much demanded Nintendo Switch version will likely come out next year in the autumn or winter. With more and more third-party developers throwing in their support with surprise titles like Doom, it's not out of the question to see the potential validity in this new information. In fact, the producers themselves have spoken in favor of the port on more than one occasion in the past. With Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 finally on the Nintendo Switch, the adaptation is more likely than not. So there you have it, everyone. That was the article. Apparently there is a leak saying that the Nintendo Switch will see its own version of Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is great news. And if this is true, then it will be coming in the latter part of 2018. And finally, everyone, I have this last bit of information for you. We have further leaks and rumor information concerning 3 new DLC characters for Dragon Ball FighterZ: Broly, Regular Goku, and Regular Vegeta. Now keep in mind, this article that I'm about to read once again comes from comicbook.com and focuses on leaked information from a Reddit user. As I said earlier, it is subject to being inaccurate or possibly even completely wrong. But I'll read the article anyways. The article reads as follows. 3 of the DLC characters I've heard of include Broly, Regular Goku, it was noted to me that he does use the Spear Bomb, and Regular Vegeta. 3 more characters that I know about, but I don't know their status as to whether they will be ready for launch or whether they will be held back for DLC, are Bardock, Raditz, and Goku Black. I was told that Goku Black was even finished 3 months ago, and that Broly, Regular Goku, and Regular Vegeta were finished during the game's main development with Goku Black. Alright guys, that concludes that article. That was a fairly brief article, and according to it, we can look forward to 3 more DLCs, Broly, Regular Goku, and Regular Vegeta. Now if you are a Dragon Ball Z fan and you've been following the development of the game, if you've come across any other information that talks about these 3 DLCs being available, then please leave a comment below and let me know so I will know that this Reddit leak is a bit more reliable. Okay everyone, that's the update for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Please stay tuned for more DBZ updates, as well as further gaming coverage for Mortal Kombat 11, the Xbox One X, the Xbox One S, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles gameplay for Injustice 2, and more. I'll see you in the next video. Astronaut out.